Return versus risk. The goal of making an investment is to get returns. Unfortunately for investors, returns always come with some level of risk. When making investments, one must always consider the balance between risk and return. In order to further understand this relationship, investors use certain tools or risk measures. These measures are used to calculate the risk-adjusted return of an investment. Risk-adjusted return is simply how much return your investment made, relative to the amount of risk the investment had over a certain period of time. Say you have two investments that produce exactly the same returns. If one of these investments had a lower risk level, then it would have the better risk-adjusted return. There are multiple risk measures that investors have at their disposal. This video will focus on one of the most commonly used, the Sharpe ratio. The Sharpe ratio is used in finance to understand the performance of an investment in comparison to its risk. It calculates the risk-adjusted return of a certain portfolio or investment. The ratio represents the returns that are earned in excess of returns from an investment that carries zero risk. This is calculated by subtracting the returns of the portfolio by the theoretical returns if the investment carried no risk, and dividing this by the volatility of the portfolio's excess returns. In other words, the Sharpe ratio indicates how much return you are getting in regards to the amount of risk you are taking. Generally, the greater the Sharpe ratio value, the better the risk-adjusted returns tend to be. This may seem overwhelming. However, this process is extremely important for investors to better understand their assets. You don't need to worry about the process of calculating the Sharpe ratio. This feature is included in the SoFi Hong Kong app, where we call it the Return versus Risk score.